say? I am very happy, yeah, to see if there is a future for the cinema, because here we can see movies from the directors that they are at the beginning of the career, and this is very interesting for me, but because I'm not so young.
Madame, troisième plan.
Because they are. No, I don't think that the directors can do many things for the conflict. I don't know the actors, but because the directors do movies, and the best movies about some important topics. It's better when the movies come after the things, when the historical things are still. Do movies during the things that during the things happening usually brings to not doing the movies. So I think that the filmmakers in this sense are not so useful for the current stuff that happen in the war or whatever else. And about the industry after the pandemic, I don't know. I think it's not. I think it's a moment of confusion about movies, about industry movies. It's not easy to see around good movies as years ago. But this is a sort of a natural thing because the pandemic brought us to have many difficulties in order to understand the reality. So I think that before seeing again new wonderful movies, I think that we have to wait a little bit. About the role of the actors
in general, and of art in general, because this is an art that actually creates empathy and it humanizes certain subjects that people might ignore or that people might not feel connected to. And this is where we start really understanding the struggle of other human beings and really empathizing with the experience of other human beings. And I truly believe that we have a huge role to play in the world of tomorrow. And I feel that there is a transition happening, and as artists we really have a say in it, whether it's our point of view regarding a certain conflict or regarding any social issue that is happening anywhere else, or even in our own countries with our own people. I think it's important to talk about it, but it's hard because we live in a difficult time where everything is becoming too politically correct also, and we sort of sometimes are paralyzed in not knowing what we have the right to say, what is our voice, what is our place in this world, and what is our mission. So it is, these are difficult times, and I think it's important to start talking about this sort of paralysis that we are going through as artists. Sometimes we have to make too many concessions to please and to be politically correct. And this is where I think there's a huge debate that needs to happen. Sorry, I spoke too much.
So I had the volume down for that first bit of the question, so but I think it was about being here with Snowtown, my first film, and it's really exciting to be on the jury and watching first-time filmmakers. They're kind of like first albums. You actually get to see the most interesting stuff. And looking back on my first film, there was something kind of quite reckless about it and unbridled about it, which I kind of loved and have, always struggled to find again. And I know that this festival was really important for the life of that film, and for it to find its international voice, because we're sort of a long way away in Australia. So having these sort of festivals all over the world, but especially here in this particular region, was really important for that film. And important for me as a filmmaker to kind of bat again and go up for a second film, and get the confidence to think I was a filmmaker, and that it was important, and that film was important. And I still am friends with people that I met here at the festival. So you do kind of form a tribe, and that sort of sustains you.
It's more important what a movie must not have for me. A movie must not have a movie with a message, must not be a movie where the ideology is more important than the feelings. A movie must not be old, and I hope to find beautiful movies with new ideas. That's for me. This is for me.
On va voir un peu comment ça se passe, mais en fait on regarde les films, on les ressent, on prend des notes. C'est un peu comme un club de cinéma, un peu plus privilégié, j'ai envie de dire, parce qu'on a la chance de pouvoir échanger avec des grands professionnels du cinéma, en tout cas pour ma part. Quand je vois toute cette équipe, ça me touche, et je me dis que je retourne quand même à l'école. C'est toujours bien d'apprendre des choses de grands réalisateurs, de grands scénaristes, de grands acteurs et actrices. Donc il y a tout ça, du coup ça devient un moment égoïstement très privilégié comme un spectateur que vous êtes et que j'aime rester. Et après, il y a des débats, des conversations, et puis c'est assez aléatoire en réalité. Ça dépend du goût de chacun et de comment porter un film. Mais ce qui est bien avec celui-ci, c'est que voilà, les festivals, qu'il y ait des prix ou pas, quand les films sont sélectionnés, c'est déjà une victoire. Ils sont vus, ils vont certainement voyager, on en parle. Après le reste, ça s'appelle une compétition, mais c'est surtout un titre honorifique, je crois. Voilà.
Platforms, absolutely. I can do that because I have done. My last movie was with the platform, and it was a wonderful experience. I just said that because this work is wonderful because you can do challenge. Now the challenge is to do a movie for the cinema, for the big room. Years ago, the challenge was for me to do TV series, but now that moment is over for me. And maybe I would love to do movies for the big rooms because there is a crisis of cinemas, and I think that our duty is to do movies for the cinemas and to try to save the cinemas, exactly in the moment where the platforms have a big success. So maybe the platforms don't need us in this moment. Maybe, I don't know, but I had a wonderful experience with Netflix, and I have nothing against the platforms, but I think that it can be useful if we try to do movies for the cinemas after pandemic, after the crisis. That it's a crisis in many countries. In Italy as well, we are losing a lot of cinemas. Yes.
قبل ما تخرجوا ما تنساوش تابوناو في لاشين يوتيوب وتبارطاجيو لا فيديو مع صحابكم ومواقع التواصل الاجتماعي. ما تنساوش ديروا جيم وتضغطوا على الجرس باش يوصلكم جديد ديالنا.